We are getting prepared to gain access to a maxillary premolar with thin splayed roots. I use a number 4 high-speed surgical length round burr to create my initial access. You can see that the access is in line with the more apical pulpal anatomy, both occlusally and in the mesiodistal plane. You want to be aware that proper access is a function of both planes. I chose a 15 safe-sider to negotiate to the apex, a size that did not produce excess resistance at any point. I used a manual watch-winding motion with a small amount of apical force to guide the relieved reamer to the apex. Note how routinely the number 15 safe-sider takes the curves without distorting the canals. Unlike large canals, the number 15 safe-sider encountered some resistance, but not enough to prevent my reaching the apex fairly quickly. After manually negotiating to the apex, I placed the number 15 safe-sider into the 30-degree handpiece oscillating at 3,000 to 4,000 cycles per minute and worked each canal for approximately 10 seconds vigorously, directing the reamer against the buccal and lingual walls. I then skipped the 20 and jumped to the 25 safe-sider in the oscillating handpiece. Note how the stainless steel safe-sider records the curve of the canal. The recording of the curve by the metal with a range of motion limited to 30 degrees gives these instruments the ability to enlarge a canal without distorting them. Because these canals were rather narrow to begin with, I chose to limit instrumentation to the apex to a 30 safe-sider, again used in the reciprocating handpiece. Each instrument in the sequence represents a smaller percentage increase in width over the preceding instrument. As a result, the 30 negotiates to the apex with less resistance than the 25, something that may sound counterintuitive, but routinely occurs when using the safe-siders. In tight canals, it becomes even more important to provide a lot of irrigation and wiping the debris off the instruments if they are oscillating in the canal for several seconds. After instrumenting the canal to a 30 safe-sider, I tried in fine gutta percha points with the goal of attaining full length with tugback. Here you see both points to the apex with tugback taking the curves that were established with the safe-sider sequence of 3 reamers. I dried the canal with paper points, applied the easy fill epoxy resin cement with a bidirectional spiral, coated the pre-fitted fine gutta percha points, and placed them into the canal, searing off 3 millimeters into the canal axis opening. I then neatened the work area and created a coronal space for a permanent restoration. The final X-ray, taken in the mesiodistal and buccolingual planes, demonstrates the 3-dimensional fill that is attained with the use of 3 safe-siders, the 15, 25, and 30.